future. People are hollering right now, oh, you know Trump cutting this out. Oh, you know Trump doing this. Oh, you know Trump doing that. Well, I was on the rooftop hollering and telling everybody that you need to save money, that you need to invest money. I was showing people different ways about the stock market, about the mutual funds. I went around this morning and I checked. How everybody doing this morning? Glad that you can join me. I know it's been a while since we talked about finance. So the question is, what is an investment? An investment is a sacrifice for the person that's investing future. It's not a sacrifice for anybody else, but only is a sacrifice for the person future that's investing. So an investment that I make is for me and my family future. And I think the biggest problem, I think the hardest thing that people have is right now. It's almost like everybody wants things right now. You know, I talked a lot about saving up to buy a house. I talked a lot about somebody getting the house before they get the car. I talked about what about for this year here, instead of getting your children Jordan's or Nintendo game or whatever, how about giving them the gift of investment? Because I know this right here for sure. Christmas time is over, long gone, and I guarantee you the people that had that money, I guarantee you they either in credit card debt or they wish they did have the money that they spent, which is the typical average thing that a person do. And I guarantee you this right here, when I tell people about trying to save up and buy a house, instead of getting the car gonna come. One thing about it is the fastest thing that just about anybody can give you is a loan for a car. That's quick. But they're not giving everybody a loan for a house. And I remember that me and my wife, me and my wife, what we do, I want to say it took us 3 or 4 years to get ourselves in a position, because we had debt that we had to pay, and me and my wife, we had to actually pull together. It was times that we had a full-time job, but it was times that her and I went out to eat, and we got a steak and cheese and told the people to cut it in half, because we had to share it, because we paid our bills, and we paid our debt off, and we really didn't have much money left over, but we made sure that we had our priorities straight. Father's daycare, let me see, she paid 1 week and I paid 1 week, because we had debt that we had to get off us, and stuff we had to get off our credit to put ourselves in a position to be able to buy a house. And I didn't worry about her, whether or not she paid her week. She didn't worry about whether or not I paid my week, whether or not she had her part of the bills to pay. We made sure that we never even questioned each other about that, because we pulled together on that. Nobody stepped up and helped us. Nobody gave us a thing. This is something that we had to do together. And then another thing is, once we managed to do that, we worked on saving up money to have a down payment to put on a house. Now, last year, this is what they said. They said in 2024, this is the time for people to rent. And I even had people that even said that. People said to me that this is not the time to buy a house. This is the time to rent. Okay, that's fine. Now, in 2025, they say that that rent is going up 11%. Okay, so you tell me that in 2024, this is the year to rent. Now, 2025 come up. Now they say that rent is going up 11%. So now I got to ask myself, when I'm telling people to save up and buy a house, other people are saying that this is the time for you to rent. So I asked myself this question: who was the people that was saying that this is the time to rent? It's obvious. The people that was telling people that this is the time to rent instead of buying a house is the same people that's trying to rent the houses out. So they're going to put it out there like that. And like I say, everything takes a sacrifice. And one thing about renting, you know, you do what you want to do, but I know this for sure. Renting a house, condo, apartment, whatever you renting is like somebody running in an endless race. It never ends. It will never be paid off. It's not like a car. You get a car, you looking to pay that off. You renting, you will always be renting until the day that you die. You'll end up paying more at the end. It goes up. It do not go down. But listen, if you're comfortable with that, that's fine. But getting back to investing in your future, a person have to make sacrifices. And, you know, I'm not making sacrifices for anybody else. Everybody has to make their own sacrifices. Money that people get, you do what you want to do with it. You know, people leave people money and they run right through it as if it's going to last forever. Like I say, nobody gave or gives us anything. Yeah, we had somebody call us just to throw in our face. Yeah, I got $25,000. My money came in, and you don't hear from them again until 6 months later when they broke. Or we had somebody else call us saying, yeah, my sister left me a policy for $34,000. We done took them out like 4 times, and that one time how they invited us to go out to McDonald's, which is fine. We're not asking anybody for anything. The point that I'm trying to make is an investment is for your future. People are hollering right now, oh, you know Trump cutting this out. Oh, you know Trump doing this. Oh, you know Trump doing that. Well, I was on the rooftop hollering and telling everybody that you need to save money, that you need to invest money. I was showing people different ways about the stock market, about the mutual funds, about the CDs. I even did a video about paying your bills up in advance. That way, when things occur that's out of your power, you got some wiggle room to find out what you're going to do next. I remember my wife had a dream, and let me see, probably about 7:30 in the morning. I was just about to make, boy, that wind out here blowing. I was just about to make a big purchase which, it wouldn't have bothered me anyway. But she called me and she said, listen, I had a dream last night that I was stuffing money in my ear. And people was asking me, why are you stuffing money in your ear? She said, because we got a family coming up with money-wise, and it's going to last about 7 years. Now, the purchase that I was going to make, I didn't make it. Now, I could have been hard-headed and made the purchase, which it wouldn't have hurt me at all to make the purchase. But I listened to her, and I said, you know what? I think this is a time for me to buckle down and to start investing more and to saving more from the moment that she told me that. Let me see. I think my wife told me this week here, she said that, anyway, in January, we sit down and we paid all our bills up. We sit at the table and we pulled all our bills out and we paid them all the way from January to April. So I said, we'll sit back down April, give us a chance to save more, and we'll pay the bills for the rest of the year. And I shared that video with you all too, because when you paid up on your bills, if anything happened, it gives you time to find another job. It gives you time that you don't have to worry. You can pay a light bill up. You can pay a water bill up. It's no excuse why a person can't start paying the bills up. But I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, that's your choice. You have to live with that. But I think it's crazy for somebody else to go out there and waste their money and then come back or go to other people and think that the sacrifices that they made, they supposed to share with them. That in itself don't even make sense. Now, let me share this with you. My heart go out for people that lost their job, truly that. But I really don't check and see about how my CD doing, how my mutual fund doing, how my CD doing. I let the institution worry about that. I don't even worry about that. But I was looking for something in my account the other day, and when I had looked, I noticed that in the last 3 months that my shares had went from $17 to $44 per share. And, and usually I don't even usually check on that stuff. But that's just something that I invested in looking for a return in the future. So it's people that if you had listened to me last year, you would be in a position to buy a house this year. Or if you, and you got some people that didn't listen and your situation don't get better, it get worse. So the only way that you're going to look to have your situation better, or you're going to be going through the same thing year after year after year after year, is you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Me and my wife made a sacrifice, and we had a very good return on it. Was it as we was going through it? Was it pretty? Was it comfortable? Oh, absolutely not. But we already knew what was at the end of the road. And so that's my encouragement to you all. Don't let nobody tell you that this year is your year when you're doing the same thing. I don't care what nobody say to try to trick you out of giving them money. Hey, 2025 gonna be your year. I'm here to tell you that 2025 is not gonna be your year. Now, 2026 can be your year if you change what you're doing in 2025. If you save, if you invest in 2025, trust me, 2026, 2027, 2028 will be your year. But you can take this to the bank. If you do what you do this year, what you did last year, you'll either be in the same situation or a worse situation. And I'm only here to try to tell you something that worked for me. But until then, Just keep this in mind. What you make happen for others, God will also make happen